we're going to be doing today is we're going to be prepping a 45-day dry-aged slab of ribeye and cut it up into steaks. Now this was purchased sometime in September, in the middle of September, and it's now early November. So it's been in the fridge for 45 days, dry aging in a bag, which I purchased online, and I'll tell you more about that in a separate video. Now, while the meat is dry aging in the refrigerator, it loses moisture, and that moisture basically will make it a little bit lighter. Now, according to my recollection, it was about 6.1, 6.2 kilograms when it went in, and it is now just a hair over 5. Now, I'm going to remove the meat from the dry aging bag. Remember, it's been sitting in there for 45 days, and a lot of moisture would have evaporated, leaving behind a hard rind, what we call pellicle. Now, the pellicle protects the interior of the meat while the enzymes, the natural enzymes, help break down and intensify the flavor. Now, when you trim off the pellicle, and it has to be done because it's not very pleasant eating, you'll see that the interior is a deep red color, and the exterior, where the pellicle is a harder dark brown color. Now, trimming the pellicle for me personally is a two-stage process. I know some people cut it into steaks straight away and trim it that way, but my personal preference is to address the larger exposed areas of the slab of meat. And once that is done, I will then cut it into steaks and then cut off the sides of the meat where it's harder to get to when it is in a large chunk like that. Now, I like to cut my steaks very large. A, I've got a big appetite, and B, I've always been a meat person. As you can see, this is an almost 2-inch thick steak, but once you see the pellicle and you start to trim off the sides, you'll find that it will be significantly smaller and significantly lighter. That said, each steak is probably going to be in a range of 350 to 450 grams anyway. I like to vary the sizes of my steaks so I can take out the right pieces according to who's eating. Now, I've trimmed off the pellicle, and this entire stack of pellicle is not going to be thrown away. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to use this possibly as dog food. I don't have a dog, but I've got nieces who do, and I think this is something that we'll absolutely love. I bagged them up and I decided to weigh them, and in this particular case, the 2 bags in total came up to about 960 grams worth of pellicle. So my niece's dogs are going to love that because it's going to be a real treat for them. So here's the finished result: 11 big hearty steaks of slightly different weights that I'll vacuum seal and freeze separately so that I can enjoy this with friends and family or flying solo.